camera because while we're talking, I just wanted to get this on there. So we're talking about Biggie, right? And you know, Biggie, I can pull up some of the clips. Everybody knows the song where he's talking about coming through DC or whatever. A lot of that stuff Biggie was talking about, he got from DC. You know, we were doing that.
Of course you did.
Yeah, we were doing that.
About that shit.
And when I say we, I ain't just talking about me. I'm talking about DC, Maryland, Virginia. We were doing all that stuff, you know, a couple years before his tracks came.
A lot of money in DC. That was the thing.
Yeah, and you know, all the stash spot cars or whatever, we had that. We had the Ford Taurus.
What was that song he rapped about the stash spot?
Yeah,
I don't even know what it was, but he raps about the stash spot, and then he brought out some DC shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even remember. But everybody watching, y'all probably know.
Went for 20 down south. Packed up my tools for my raw power move. Glock 19 for casket and flower moves. For Trump's trying to stop my flow. And what they don't know will show on the autopsy. Went to see Poppy to cop me a brick. As the plan, I'm in the caravan on my way to Maryland with my man Two Texas.
But you know, so like for one example, we had the Ford Taurus, right? All square looking, you know, blended in, looking like a college student. You know, Maryland University sticker on a bumper sticker. I'm driving, you know, because I'm the lightest one. You know, book bag, books in it. You know, that was actually the stash car. So you know, DC cats are smart. You know what I'm saying? So it would be like you had to have the emergency brake on, have it in reverse, hit the passenger window, and the stash would come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would come out in the middle part.
Yeah, it would come out over the glove box. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows about this. You know, in DC or whatever. But you know, we weren't the only ones to do it. Like I said, but you know, that's how smart DC cats be. You know, and we had the bounce in there and all that stuff just in case. And you know, that was a stash spot. That's what you serve people in. You know, we weren't stupid driving around in some fancy car with tint and rims, you know, dropping off weight. And then, you know, but we would bring out the fancy cars on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? Go to the Black Hole, you know, go down Southeast or whatever. You know, so a lot of people got this style, you know, DC had a lot of influence to a lot of big people like Biggie Small, like Kanye West, Tacoma Park, which is actually Maryland, you know what I'm saying?
Tacoma Park, Maryland, and it was this rich kid that had enough. Then I would go visit my dad out in Tacoma Park, Maryland, and it was this rich kid that had enough Jordans to be able to wear mismatched Jordans like BBD. And he'd have them with the Jabot shorts and with a polo shirt. Because I'm coming there dressed like Heavy D with the metal with the tip of my shoes and stuff with like rayon shirts and polka dots. And he's like, we don't dress like that no more. We dress like this. I came back to Chicago with the new style, and ever since then, I always been like ahead of niggas. And I always like that feeling of being ahead. But if you ahead long enough, you need to become the head. You need to become the leader. So
like I said, DMV. And you know, he got that style with the polo hat and you know, the hoodies and all that with the backpack. You know, he even
just the New Balances in general. Yeah, everyone's rocking the New Balances.
You know what I'm saying? The puffy socks. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got style from DC. And then maybe later we'll talk about DC lingo. Like for example, you know, living out here in LA now, you know, they say Buster, or you know, depending where you're from, they might say Custer, right? DMV cats, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like Bama. That's like their word for, you know what I'm saying, like sucker, or you know, like a buster. You know, be like, look at that Bama. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people know about now because of Wale, Fat Trail, Shy Glizzy. You know what I mean? But we got so many more like underground cats, like the other cat we were talking about earlier, Corday. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, DC. You know, I don't think DC. The whole DMV, I don't think we get enough credit, you know what I mean, for all the stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, DC, you know, like just like LA, people think, you know, LA, some people think of the Hollywood part, you know, oh, it's all fake out there, you know, and it's like they don't know there's a whole, I mean, a lot of people know, but for those who don't, there's a whole street side, you know, gangs, all that. Well, same thing with DC, you know, you got the President tourist side and all that, and like a couple blocks away, you know, nothing but the hood, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, East Coast version of hood, you know what I mean? So it's a little different than West Coast, you know what I mean? But yeah, subscribe if y'all want to know more, you know what I mean? These are all true stories, all facts, no cap, you know what I mean? Ain't like we're bragging, we're just saying, putting a little light on it, you know, a little lesson, a little history down for DMV. Be safe, one.